What's going on, y'all? T-Rex versus K-Shine. Everybody's talking about it. Just off rip, that battle was a classic. It was just incredible, back and forth. Has so much replay value. That's gonna be remembered as one of the greatest battles of all time. Like, I was mind blown watching that. The bars were just incredible. The content, the performances. Both battlers were hungry. It was Wait, my fault. Yo, my bad. I'm getting that mixed up with JC or Chef Trez. My fault. Let me stop trolling. Rex versus Sean. Yeah, everybody's talking about it. You know what I mean? I did a recap of the entire event, NOME 7 before. Um, I've said before that I believe Shine 3-0'd Rex. A lot of people were saying 2-1, 2-1 because Rex's first round. I watched it again. I watched it, 2 or 3 times. And I still say 3-0. I've heard some people saying 3-0 now when they were saying 2-1 before. But, cool. They got to watch it a second time and reevaluate their previous assessment. For me, it was pretty clear. There's not much to talk about in terms of debating this battle. If you really want to debate it 2-1 versus 3-0, that's the only debate you could have. I've seen people on Twitter and on, the comments of the battle, going hard for Rex. Nah, man, it was 2-1. Rex's first round was the best round of the entire battle. I even saw one person that said, fuck what everybody got to say, 3-0 for Rex. Like, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, man. Damn, that's why, like, we can never get an official judgment system because of funny shit like that. But for me, Rex's first was solid, solid for Rex. Now, let me highlight that, and everything I'm about to say, no disrespect, but let me highlight that. For Rex, his first round was solid material. Now, what I feel like a lot of people are just hanging on to the old image of Rex when Rex would shine, back, no pun intended, no play on words with that. But when Rex would shine back in the days when it was Smack DVD, when it was, the early stages of the URL, and dudes were still rapping, in basketball courts on the side, on the corners, right in front of bodegas and shit like that. And battles weren't nearly as structured as they are today. So people are still hanging on to that old image, that golden era Rex, where Rex was just a man, wolfing on dudes and shit like that. But, since battle rap has evolved, he hasn't been a dude to evolve his style with how battle rap styles have evolved. So therefore, that old style, as I've said in past blogs, pretty much expired on the shelf. Now, as soon as people get a glimpse of that old Rex, a Rex that, in today's era, you can still be like, oh shit, I feel that. Yeah, give him some crowd reaction. People just want to be like, that round from him was godlike. It was God-worthy. People are just overly hyped to see him do good, that even his mediocre or slightly good content, people just, overhype it to being something more than it is. No disrespect. Like I said, his first round was solid for Rex. It was solid. Get that nigga Rex. I never treated you like a hype man. I was fire. Some good stuff. But as in its entirety, as a whole, for that round, in my opinion, let's let a Big K spit that round. Let's let a JC spit that round. Let's let a Chilla Jones. Let's let a Disaster. Let's let a Pat Stay. Let's let a Chef Trez. Let's let a Mike P. I'm mixing in all categories. Let's let a DNA. Let's let a Loaded Lux. Let's let a Murder Mook. Let's let a Sirius Jones. Let's let a Math Hoffa. Oh, yeah, definitely Math Hoffa. No disrespect to him. But let's let anybody who's got, some type of status, just anyone that people expect, like those astronomical bars from, spit the type of round that Rex spit. They'd have been flaming them like, yo, that round was light. It was solid, it was decent, but it was very beatable. People wouldn't be like, yo, that was the most incredible, blah, blah, blah. People would just be like, if it came from the mouth of someone else that I named, people would be like, yo, he came mad light with that round. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for Rex, no shots to him, it was good. But it's kind of like you're judging something between two different things to see which is less average. You know what I mean? Like, which is less mediocre, which is slightly good. All right, this is a little bit better, so I'm gonna just go crazy for that. That's how I feel about Rex's first round. It was his best round, but measured up against C minus D grade, bars and just rounds following that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give him a solid C for maybe a second round, then whatever for his third, like, all right, but you're not measuring his first up against anything else. So that's, of course, you're gonna make the first round just seem like something more than it is. For Rex in the second round, he already started getting booed. Like, once Rex starts to get booed, it's pretty much over. It's in the past, as it shows, it's only gonna go downhill from there. Rex is a dude who he knows, like, salute to him. He's really good at taking hatred during battles very well. He manages with the pressure. People start booing him. All right, you're booing me. What else is new? He just keeps spitting. He doesn't lose his composure. But once the boos start with Rex, as history would kind of show, it's not gonna stop. Like, he's gonna get booed, and it's only gonna get worse from there. Sad to say. I felt like Rex was, the tranny shit was pretty corny. Saying that K-Shine got kicked out of Dot Mob because he was, gay and shit like that. It was all stuff that we've all heard before, And for me, with this battle on Rex's side, I'm just confused. Like, who really? I want to know who, in all honesty, the yes men were that told him beforehand, "Yo, bro, the bars you got is fire. This is definitely gonna win you the battle. This is gonna kill Sean and end his career." Like, who are the people that you spit your rounds to that actually told you that was gonna be something that was gonna win you a battle? People could flame Rex for not preparing, and I saw Jay Black's thing, and Jay Black was talking about how it had so much time to prepare, which they did, and people making excuses that, oh, he didn't use the original rounds he wrote. I don't want to hear that, even if it's true. But who are the people that actually co-signed what he spit? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just is mind-boggling to me. Like, if I heard my boy spit that type of shit to me, I'd have to tell him, like, yo, fam, no disrespect, G, but you have to go back to the lab with that one. Like, that's not enough. Like, were people really just that geeked out to hear Rex spit some shit before the battle that, they, no matter what he says, they just can't, be honest with him. Like, do they really actually think that was fire just because they were amped that Rex was spitting around? Like, I don't get it. I just really want to know who told him that shit was going to win him a battle, because they did him dirty and gave him some false information with that one, man. That was bad advice. One thing that I noticed on behalf of K-Shine, he had way more dry spots on camera than he did in the building. In the building, the momentum that he generated from start to finish just never really died. It was just like once he took off, he just took off. But the thing I noticed is that, and I think it was pretty much in every round, first, second, and third round, he tried to get into that speed rapping shit where da 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 hashitashi da 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 kamikaze da 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 da, and like you spit like whatever bar like real quick, and then you end it with like that one word punchline, da 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 boom, one word, boom, one word. Whenever he did that, like, on camera, for me, all of that shit was really light, and it just didn't translate the type of energy that it generated in the building. In the building, he was just wigging out. It's really crazy when you see battles like this where a person wigs out in the building. You watch it on camera and you're like, damn, we was going crazy for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bugged out, man. Like, people who've never been to battle events live, you really have no idea how different it is to be in a venue and just going nuts off of the energy in the building versus when you're in the crib chilling, whether you with your boys or you dolo solo and you just in your own zone, you get to watch this shit. It's so different, man, how the battle really plays out in your eyes. But Shine definitely had a lot more dry spots in every round with each of his little speed rapping segments. However, with that said, even with those dry spots, he still had way better material, way better structured material, better performance, and everything. Shine was there, you see it on camera, he was there to kill. He wasn't there to be, he wasn't there to be friendly and, try to make amends with shit. He started the battle. I'm going to give you a list of things not to do. and he ended the battle straight sunning Rex with the handshake fake out. Like if you look at the little Vixen shorty, the rain car girl on the left, when Sean did the fake out, she was just like she had the emoji face. And Rex was just mad friendly, man. Like that shit to me is whack, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I get it. Yeah, y'all might have been mad cool back in the days. You don't really want to kill him, da 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 da. Of course you could just they offer you a nice check and you're like, I don't want to turn down the bread. I'm gonna take this check, but I'm not gonna kill him. I'm like, that's corny. Even Sean even said, like, we had time to make amends beforehand, so let's not be friendly now. You feel me? Like that was whack. I mean, Rex and people in the comments were saying like the minute you see Rex start to laugh at what his opponent says, you know he already lost the battle. And Rex was laughing at what Sean was saying, trying to be buddy buddy, joking off like the first round. Um, it was disappointing to see Rex approach the battle when it actually played out in such like a lighthearted way. Um, if you go onto the battlefield and on the other side of the battlefield your boy is there, it sucks. But if y'all wouldn't be on the battlefield together if you know what I'm saying, if the bond was that strong, or if unless it was a situation like I've said in a past blog where it's a boxing scenario or UFC, whatever, MMA, and you're just in a tournament and this is your brother, but you have absolutely no choice but to fight him. Like you meet in the finals, whatever the case. He wants the gold, you want the gold. So for the however the duration of the fight is, y'all not friends, you're not brothers. You're standing in the way of me obtaining my victory, reaching my goal, my achievement, and I gotta put in this work and I gotta set you back. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Don't come into the battle, you know, trying to be friendly. I just gotta talk about this real quick because like I said, I saw Jay Black shit, and I also just saw people in the comment section killing this chick. I personally don't think that the rain car girl on the right, on looking at the camera, she on the right side, I don't think she was a tranny. I personally don't think she was. When I saw, you know, the two chicks in the venue, you know, on stage, granted, I was a little bit farther back. You know, I was over by the pay-per-view side where Chris Unbiased, Jay Black, and Norbs were and shit. So I was, it was a little distance. You can't see everything quite as crisply. I had 20/20, so I could see pretty well, but she looked alright, you know, in the venue. You know what I'm saying? Both ladies were, people saying smack falling off. All the shorties used to be wild bad back in the days, SM1, whatever. The shorties was thick as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like they was looking pretty right inside the spot. I feel like it's just 2017, and because the world is like way more open to accepting different gender preferences, different sexual preferences, and all that type of shit. Just equality for all in the large scheme of things. Everyone is kind of paranoid, especially in like hip hop, because hip hop has always been very anti, you know, that type of shit. But I feel like everyone's just paranoid that like any shorty in the club, any shorty walking on the street, any shorty they see on the train that they pass in the park, whatever the case, could be, you know, a dude on the low. So with that paranoia got people bugging out when they see her on camera. And alright, I'll keep it a buck. She did have a little bit of a bulge down south. But maybe I'm speaking up for maybe she just genetically she's got, you know, a fuller package in a sense for a female, fuller, you know, in that realm. Or maybe you know, a lot of chicks like to use tampons. Maybe she's one of those shorties that's like, nah, I like to use pads. Pads obviously bulge out a little bit. Maybe she's just comfortable with it. Maybe it was that time of the month for her. I don't know. I'm just personally trying to give her a little bit of, you know, benefit of the doubt. I don't think she was a dude. If she was a dude, salute to her doctor. Did a great job. On the topic of Rex in the future battling and shit, should he continue to battle? Will he continue to battle? We the fans, we the bloggers, we the journalists, we the anything. We just the people can say whatever we want to debate the shit. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we say. Because as far as business goes, the fact remains. As long as tickets sell out when T-Rex is on the card, as long as fans keep on giving Smack URL them clicks on YouTube, and he keeps getting high views, It don't matter if we criticize him for his legacy falling off or he shouldn't battle again, blah blah blah. Don't matter. At the end of the day, as long as tickets are selling out and the views keep on getting clicked or keep on increasing, Rex is going to be able to battle for as long as we continue to watch. You know what I'm saying? Fans who criticize him, I've criticized him. A lot of people have criticized him. But if people are going to criticize him and still watch him, why wouldn't he get booked? You know what I'm saying? And why wouldn't he still be able to demand? I mean, I can't necessarily he can just automatically demand high pay. I can't say that. But at the same time, why can't he? You know, don't it clearly doesn't matter whether I show up with mixtape bars or whatever. Don't matter. People are gonna watch me anyway. You guys get your views, you get your money, you get your this ticket sell out, you get your money at the door. So what does it matter whether or not I put an effort into this shit, and what does it matter whether or not I get paid a fat check? At the end of the day, though, he's gonna be able to, as long as he wants to at least collect a check, if not actually put effort into his shit. As long as he wants to collect a check, he's gonna be able to collect a check until the fans stop watching. Period. So we don't even got to debate. Should he stop this or stop that? If we gonna click on the shit, if we gonna buy the tickets, your boy good in the hood. You feel me? With that being said, T Rex K Shine 30 piece. Until next time, holla at y'all.